Hey, hello friends. In this video, we are going to solve one more interview question. So the question is, we have a list of students, which is going to be array of objects. Each object is going to contain name and skill. So now we have to pass this array of objects inside a function, and this should return another array of object, something like this. So here, what we have to do is, we have to group all these students based on their skill set. So here you can see we have HTML as skill set and we have only one person, which is Jake, right? If we take CSS, we have two students, David and Jill. And also we are grouping based on JavaScript skill set. There are three students and also we have the count 3. So whenever there is a problem which tells you to group based on some value, in JavaScript, we have only one option, which is JavaScript objects. In other programming languages, it is also known as dictionary or hash table. So we are going to solve this problem in 2 steps. So before getting into the solution, if you are preparing for interview, you can follow me on LinkedIn and also you can check my Udemy courses. I'll provide the link in the description. Let's begin. So first, I'm going to go through each value and I will group all the skill sets and the student names. Okay, for that I will go through the list. Okay, so to group based on some value, we have to use a JavaScript object. So now I'll define an object which is going to be empty. Okay, so we are going through each student and we have to access the student.skill and we are going to store JavaScript as the key, right? So right now we don't have any key inside it, right? Usually object will store a key and a value, right? So the key will be always unique. We cannot store same key twice. If I do this, JavaScript will override this key with this, right? So the final output will be something like this, which means we can store only one unique key inside an object. So now what we are going to do, we are going to add this as the key and we are going to create a value which is going to be array and we are going to push each student's name based on the key. Okay, so first we can console, okay, student dot skill. Okay, so you can see we are just getting JS, CSS, JS, HTML, JS and CSS, right, in this order. Now we have to create this skill as key inside this object. For that I'll do obj of student.skill. I'll just provide value 1. Okay, and let's console what is there inside this object after the for loop. Okay, so this is outside of the for loop. So you can see we filtered out the unique skill sets, right? JS, CSS and HTML. Okay, so this is something similar to removing duplicate values, right? We can just extract all these keys, we can return unique values, but we have different problem here. We have to group all the student names based on the skill set, right? So now I will create an empty array and then I'll push these values inside it. For that I have to check whether the key is there or not. Only if the key is not there, I'll create an empty array and then I will start pushing all the names based on the key. Okay, so to check whether this key is there or not, I'll use this. If the key is not there, then we are going to initialize empty array and now we can use dot push, okay, to push the value. So we have to push student dot name. Okay, now if we see the console, we can see JavaScript has 3 students, right? 3 values, which is going to be Bob, James and Jack, and also CSS and also HTML, right? So we grouped all the students based on the skill set. Now the expected output is something different. So we have to modify the object and we have to return, right? So what I'll do to go through all these keys, okay, I have to use object dot keys. It's going to return array of keys. Okay, and on top of that I'm going to use map. So I need to create a new array of objects, right? So I will map through these keys. Okay, first let me console what is the key. Okay, so you can see the keys we are getting, and to access the value we can just use obj of key. Okay, so we are getting this value, right? Okay, we have to return a new object, and the key should be skills, right? So this key we have to add first, and it is going to be the key, and then this key, which is people, we have to add next, and it is going to be the values, right? So you can see the value, right? So we have the array inside this, and now we have to add the count as well. We can just do dot length. Okay, so this is going to be the result, and we can return this result. Okay, so here now we can see it is going to be an object. It has skill, JavaScript, people, and the count. So whenever you get a problem, you have to break it into pieces to achieve the final solution. So this ideology will help you in problem solving. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy this video, give it a like and subscribe to this channel, and also share with your friends and keep supporting. Thank you.